Game 5 on Saturday, back in San Antonio, 3-1 series. There's only been one other person that has came back from down 3-1 in the NBA Finals. You think they can do it?
Man, for being a fan of basketball, I would like to see, a game 6 or even just the Knicks to win it in MSG. It's going to be hard because, you could say it either is going to crush the Spurs spirit or it's going to motivate them even more to try to win this game. So, I would like to personally see another game, but hey, if the Knicks say, it's ending tonight, I can see that too.
You can see, San Antonio saying, "Hey, it's first to four. We're not out of it yet. We just gotta stop, the little mistakes because that's all it is, right? They're in the game. Outside
Mhm.
of game one, they played good, but it's just the little mistakes at the end of the game that kind of, the inexperience thing that we were talking about earlier that kind of has shot them in the foot a little bit. So I think that they'll be able to win game five. Basketball fan of me wants to go to seven. Obviously, just finals game seven. I think is a different atmosphere.
Mhm.
But and I think for most Knicks fans, I don't know. I feel like they do like want to get it over with in 5 games, but at the same time, I think it would mean a little bit more to them if they were able to win it at MSG.
Yeah.
Um, and RIP New York. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I think you can go at least six.
Mhm.
I think the Spurs do end up getting game five. Um, and I think it's just got to come down to like I said, just not making the mistakes that they have, at the end. Wemby playing a little bit better. Like if he can play how he did in game three and, game five, game six, if there is one, game seven, if there is one, then yeah, I think the Spurs have a chance. But there's been too many times where he hasn't been consistent enough.
I definitely would like to see more in this game 5. I think he needs to come out like he did in game 3 and just be as aggressive as possible. But it's I guess we'll see how he shows out.
Yeah, and I agree with you. He to me like he started with the aggression, like in the first quarter, in the first half, right? He's came out aggressive, but then like at times he's just gotten too complacent,
Mhm.
just like with the lead. I mean, they've led double digits every game, right? And so I think he just gets too complacent with that, and I think that's just the inexperience, the younger player, right? And maybe he's still basking in the glow of him beating OKC, the former champs or whatever. But I mean, this is the opportunity, right? This is the opportunity now to go out and do it. So yeah, you got to come out game five. If you're gonna play 44 minutes, man, you better show it the full 44 minutes, right? Not half of that. So yeah, I'm excited to see what ends up transpiring in game five for both these teams. Because I think New York, yeah, if I'm New York, I don't want to wait till game six to try to win it at
Right.
home. I want to get it done now.
Yeah.
I don't want to give San Antonio any type of hope or anything like that. And then if I'm the Spurs, I got to come out, be aggressive for the full 48 minutes, right? Not just one
Mhm.
half. So yeah, I think it'll be a good game. You got any predictions?
Uh, I think, yeah, if the Knicks win, I think Brunson has a huge game. Um, I'd say sneaky. OG could potentially get MVP if he has another 30 ball or something like that. Um, but I guess I won't make a total prediction on that. But I do think Knicks win, Brunson shows out. Spurs win, it's gonna be because they play a full 48 and Wemby has a great night too.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I think Stefan might have a I wouldn't say breakout game because he's kind of been in a groove already, but I think him and Wemby they show out for a full 48 minutes, right? Maybe Fox kind of puts whatever is behind him, including the nagging injury or whatever, right? He puts that behind him, and he gets to go. But yeah, no, if I'm the Knicks, I agree with you. Like Knicks win, OG should be Finals MVP. First 2 games, I was thinking, man, Cat could possibly be Finals MVP. And then after these last 2 games in New York, I'm thinking OG has a case too. So obviously, I think they're gonna give it to Brunson, just because. But yeah, I think those two are right up there with him and should be just as deserving, of it. Um, Regardless, if they do win it. So I still
Mhm.
think the Spurs could, somehow, some way extend this to 7 games. It's going to take a lot out of them. It'll be interesting to see, how they can respond, especially after a game like that. But yeah, I think they just have to come in, continue to play their game, and just like I said earlier, clean up the mistakes because it's just been too many times where just been little things at the end that have kind of got them out of the game or lost in the game in the end. So I think yeah, overall this has been a fun series. I will say I didn't think
Yeah,
that
it's sad it's almost over. I mean,
I
I've been
know
enjoying this playoff, so